kindergartners. Today we're going to work on the next page of our Lights book. And the next page is about Kwanzaa. First, we're going to read a story called 7 Candles for Kwanzaa. And then I'll show you what to do in your Lights book. So take a look at the cover of this page and see what you notice. Seven Candles for Kwanzaa, written by Andrea Davis Pinkney, pictures by Brian Pinkney. 7 Candles for Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa is like a family day in the park and Thanksgiving and a birthday all rolled into one. Kwanzaa is a joyous African American holiday that is 7 days long. It begins on December 26th and lasts through the first day of January. The name Kwanzaa comes from the East African language of Swahili. It means first fruits of the harvest. Since ancient times in countries all over Africa, families have joined together to celebrate the end of the harvest and the beginning of the new planting season. When vegetables, yams, and fruits are ripe for gathering, families rejoice or celebrate in a first fruits festival. Kwanzaa is a holiday that began in America. It's a time when people whose ancestors come from Africa celebrate their African heritage. To get ready for the holiday, families decorate their home with Kwanzaa symbols. They place the mkeka, a straw placemat, on the table. And there's a picture of it. You can also see it in the cover here, mkeka. The mkeka is woven with beautiful patterns. It represents tradition. Muhindi is corn. During Kwanzaa, 1 ear of corn is placed on the mkeka for each child in the family. Families that have many children put lots of muhindi on their mkeka, along with apples, bananas, nuts, pears, and yams to remember the earth's abundance. These fruits and vegetables are called mazao, which means crops. Crops are things that are grown for food. Kwanzaa gifts made by hand are called zawadi. A fabric doll with black button eyes, a necklace strung with speckled beads, a homemade storybook with folktales from Africa are the kinds of zawadi that praise our African ancestry. Grown-ups give Kwanzaa gifts to children to reward them for the promises they've made and kept throughout the year. Children can give Kwanzaa gifts too. Seven Kwanzaa candles are placed proudly in our kinara, a wooden candle holder. A black candle in the center represents the richness of our skin. 3 red candles are reminders of the struggles we sometimes have to face. The 3 green candles tell us to look toward a prosperous future. Prosperous means successful. It means a future where you might have a good job, or you might have a lot of love in your life. You might have a lot of wealth. For each day of Kwanzaa, 1 candle is lighted to celebrate a special principle. The 7 Kwanzaa principles, called Nguzo Saba, come from the beliefs that are held by families in many parts of Africa. These beliefs help us learn, achieve, and grow. On the first day of Kwanzaa, the black candle is set alight to celebrate Umoja. There's the black candle. The word Umoja means unity. For Umoja, our family gathers at home. We we share thoughts and feelings about the Kwanzaa holiday and relax in the spirit of togetherness. We talk and laugh and ask, Habari Gani. Habari Gani is a Kwanzaa greeting that means, what's the news? It's the way we start each day during Kwanzaa. When someone asks, Habari Gani, we answer by telling about the Kwanzaa principle for the day. If someone asks, Habari Gani, on the second day of Kwanzaa, the answer is Kuchikalahi, and that means self-determination. A red candle is lit to represent this. This is the day to learn traditions that help us define ourselves. In some families, women teach girls to braid their hair in fancy styles. In others, folks learn to beat African rhythms on drums and gourds. Habari Gani. What's the news on the third day of Kwanzaa? Collective work and responsibility. Ujima. Ujima is the Kwanzaa day to light a green candle and work together to get a family chore done, like stripping down an old chair and giving it a fresh coat of paint. See how they're working together? That's what this day is all about. On the fourth day of Kwanzaa, it's time to celebrate Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Economics just means ways that people use money and things. For Ujamaa, we save up our coins for the whole year to buy a family gift that everyone can share, like a clock that chimes or a hallway mirror. On Ujamaa Day, a red candle glows bright in the kinara. This is the kinara. See how there are more candles? Does that remind you of other holidays that celebrate light? And here are two kids who are working together. Looks like maybe she's putting money in a bank. Hard to say. Nia is purpose. The fifth Kwanzaa principle. Today, a second green candle glows to illuminate our purpose. This day of Kwanzaa is for reflecting on how to fill the days and years ahead. Some folks dream of life as an astronomer who peers at stars nestled in the dark night sky, or a trumpet player who bebops in a swinging jazz band. Nia, our purpose is what makes us glad to be who we are. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth day of Kwanzaa. Kuumba means creativity. And the sixth day of Kwanzaa is for celebrating Kuumba in every way. Today, we make up dances to perform for friends. Some dances tell about the history of people who live in Africa. Other dances are just for fun. Sculpting mounds of clay or reciting a favorite rhyme are also ways to celebrate Kuumba, creativity. So is planting seedlings on the windowsill and nurturing them to sprout. The third red candle helps our creativity shine. There's one more left for the seventh day. Let's see what that last green one is. Faith is Imani, the seventh Kwanzaa principle. To have faith is to believe that good will always happen. To show our belief in a happy holiday, we burn the last green Kwanzaa candle. Our Kwanzaa Karumu, a glorious feast, fills the room with savory smells of roasted yams and collard greens. Do you see how they're cooking together? That's a part of so many holidays. To begin the Karumu, a grown-up spills a few drops of water from the Kwanzaa cup Each droplet honors our African ancestors. Everyone takes a little sip from the cup to drink in the warm feelings of family unity. Then everybody gives thanks for all the delicious food and to dig in to our Kwanzaa meal. After dinner, the party begins. The music sounds a soul-rousing rhythm. Everyone claps and shouts, rejoices and sings, and dances to celebrate a happy Kwanzaa. There are all the candles burning down that mark the end of Kwanzaa with a party. All right, so kindergartners, we're going to be moving on to make our very own Kwanzaa page in our Lights book. So we'll stop here and you can click on the arrow right over there and get to the next video.